Hey everyone, in this short video we will install the off-roam mount in a Ford Ranger. This is the 2022, but this mount will fit in all models from 2019 to 2023. This particular model is the trimmer package, so it has all of the extras, but it will fit all of the trim levels. So let's get started. There are 3 easy steps. Using the L key provided, open up the clamp by loosening these screws. Keep the screws engaged, but the clamp will open like so. Next step is to offer it up to the dashboard. I already have the driver mount installed, so we'll install the passenger side. This clamp makes use of 2 existing features on the Ford Ranger. It makes use of this seam right here, in between the screen and the air vent bezel. So this seam right here. And the second seam that it makes use of is this one right here on the inner side of the air vent. So not all Rangers will have this fully visible, but there will be a gap, ever so slight gap, just below here. We're going to make use of that in the installation. So let's offer this up. This clamp goes into this seam right here first and just sort of hugs the air vent like so. You can also kind of move it around the entire length of the air vent, but we suggest to mount it up in the upper corner. So the last step is to tighten up the screws. I'm going to keep pushing on the clamp just to make sure it stays in position. The important thing about this step is to keep both of the screws equally snug, and to do that I'm going to go back and forth at least 5 or 6 times to give that equal pressure. So before I cinch it down all the way, what I really want to make sure is that this part of the clamp caught on to this step right here. Like I said, not all Ford Rangers will have this very pronounced, but as you cinch it down, the clamp will sort of find its position and be able to catch on this little lip right here. So now that it's on there, I'm going to tighten it down nicely. Like I said, alternating 2 screws 4 or 5 times, so until they're equally snug. Now this is a firm mounting base for the phone mount or any other accessories. So let's transfer back to the driver's side. I'm going to show you the rest of the steps. If you've got the full kit, it'll come with the arm, and this length is specifically designed for the Ranger. And to install it, just back out this thumb screw to open up the arm, place it over the ball like I've done, and insert the phone holder. You can adjust this arm to your liking, and once you're happy, you can cinch down this thumb screw. Now we can use one hand to install the phone and take it out. And if it moves, you can cinch it down a little more. What I like about this is that it clears the screen, right? So I can move it a little bit to driver's side, so it doesn't interfere with any of the real estate here. It doesn't block the operation of the air vent, so I can fully control the up and down motion. The position of the phone is such that it's just, I want to say, just this corner of the air vent is what's hitting the back of the phone. So most of the airflow is still directed at me, which is great. So by and large, it does not block the airflow. And the other good thing is that the level of the phone is in line with the the hood of the car, which means that I'm not obstructing the view of the road. So, and because the phone is kind of in a perfect position away from the controls, I can still use my Face ID to unlock the phone, so I can keep my hands on the steering wheel as I drive without having to take my hands off to engage with the device. So we also offer different holder options. This is the universal mount that fits all of the phones that are available right now, but we also have the magnetic mount, which is designed to work with the MagSafe equipped phones or phone cases. So this is a nice slim new design, and these magnets are nice and strong. You can plop your phone on there and it stays on there. Again, I can adjust it to my liking. We recommend that you place the phone sort of close to the dash, because if you start doing things like this, you're creating a lot of stress on the dashboard, so don't do that. Plus, it gets really in the way of your controls, so we assume that nobody's really going to do that, but it's nice to just keep it flush with the rest of the dashboard. Good aesthetics and just good ergonomics, and super secure phone holder, and very easy to find the center, right? So here I am just plopping it on and it just stays there. And if you wanted to use the wireless charging capability, we offer that too. So it's a similar looking item, but it has a USB-C connector on the back. So what I'll do is I'll put the connector up top, and I can route this cable to the back for a really, really clean, clean, non-obtrusive wiring job. And get my phone to charge as well. The last thing I wanted to mention is the entire phone mount system is very flexible, but it's also lined with these red rubber elastomers, which means that you can always remove these clamps when you're ready to, part with the vehicle or whatever, for whatever other reason, and it will not leave any marks. So if this is a leased vehicle, for instance, you're not going to have any of those permanent marks left after you're done with the mount. So let's take it for a drive. We found a nice gravel road just to show you how it all works. So this is your average gravel road with, a few bumps kind of along the way. And I'm just going to try to find the roughest patches here. It's starting to get a little washboardy. But as you can see, this whole thing is kind of like integrated into the dash. It's moving together with the vehicle. It's really easy to read the map. And, here I am doing 40 down this gravel road. All the speed bumps along the way. And it's on there. Way back, let's show you how the mechanical holder holds up in similar conditions. So sometimes we get questions like, why doesn't this holder have a bottom shelf to support the phone? And the answer is simply that it doesn't work like that. It does not need that. All the holding force comes from the spring-loaded shafts inside and the grippy elastomers on this side. So the phone is securely attached. Let's show you. So there's no chance this thing is going to slide out. And the best part is I can still use one hand. If I hold my phone at the bottom and just slide it in like so, that's all I have to do to take the phone in and out. So what I like about the mechanical holder, it holds all kinds of phones. So with or without magnets, it doesn't matter what kind of model you have, or with a case. And even if you have a small pop socket on the back, this thing will hold it. So it's a little more versatile in that regard. But as you saw on the way down this road, we demonstrated the magnetic holder, and that holds just fine. So if you take your phone in and out a lot, the magnetic holder is probably even easier than this, although, one-hand motion is tough to beat that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more about our products and new releases and new models that we're going to support in the future. Cheers.